Okay, while I was growing up, there is something that happened. Then I was in my GSS1. I entered church and there is a box that was kept in our church, my local church, and they wrote it charity box. The box has a hole on the top, so people drop offering there, and they say it's meant for charity. Now, there is a Bible quotation written there, Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 11. I see it all the time, Deuteronomy 15 by 11, verse 11, or at the corners, first side of the box. So I was in GSS1. That's when I started with God. And then one day I was like, let me check this Bible passage. Like, I was expecting that maybe what was written there is give and it shall be given unto you. You know, that kind of Bible quotation that would motivate people to give. So that's what actually I was expecting. Until I opened the Bible passage. And when I read it, Deuteronomy chapter 15 verse 11, it says, there will always be poor in the land. I was see, that there will always be poor in the land. Therefore, you should extend your hand and give to them. That there will always be poor in the land caught my attention. I said, so does it mean that there are people that God destined to be poor? I ended up asking this question. Like, I started asking questions. Like, are there people that God destined that they should be poor? Are there people that God destined that they shall be poor? Why are there poor people? Why are some rich? Why some are poor? So I became angry. I was inside church that day, but I became angry with myself. I was so uncomfortable. Like, I said, I need to find out. I need to find out. So when I went home, my spirit told me that I should go and study the whole book of Deuteronomy. So I started reading the Deuteronomy from chapter 1. As I was reading it, I was seeing things there, promises of God, until I reached chapter 11. Then I found out that before that verse, chapter 15, and then find out that in that same chapter 15, before that verse 11, there is also something God said in verse 3. If you begin to read from verse 3, you find out that God said that there shall be no poor in the land because of the amount of blessing that you're going to bless the Israelites. I say, how come that God said in verse 3 that there will be no poor in the land? And then in verse 11, he said that there will always be poor in the land. I say, which kind of contradiction is this? Which kind of contradiction? You know, I have to say this thing because a lot of people are being schooled by different disciples, and the people that anybody that mentors you has a way of shaping your mindset, both to your spiritual life and even your financial life, your social life. That's why you see people, they will have a kind of a set of belief system that even deals with them, and they don't care because the person that mentored them puts them through that way of thinking. So now, Holy Ghost told me that God did not create anybody to be poor. Everybody, both the rich and poor, they all have equal opportunity to be rich. But abuse of opportunity, mismanagement of time, has a way of putting us into a state of poverty. When you keep on skipping opportunity that will come your way, missing it, when the opportunity you miss supposed to show face and lift you up, it will not lift you again because you have missed it. That is it. That man is meant to be a millionaire, but he couldn't make it to that point. Why? The opportunity that came his way, maybe the time he's supposed to study about a particular business, he didn't. When others were subscribing to training, he couldn't. People that God brought to his way, he couldn't even honor them enough to receive from what they have. No, there are people that are supposed to change your life, but you are too pompous, too full of yourself. You couldn't bend down so that they will help you. And then at the end of the day, you see some becoming rich and then others becoming poor. And everybody serve the same God.